I started out with nothing, knowing nothing. I even took a pay cut. So, nagsimula ako doon. I learned by doing. I learned by making all those mistakes.
Bago tayo magtungo, kuha rin tayo ng video na matuloy ang panawagan.
Nakatutok si
Ivan Mayrina.
24 oras.
Sometime in June of the year 2000, I was invited actually to join Unang Hirit as a segment producer or segment host for their sports and travel segments. I just tried it out. I was 23 with nothing to lose. I was itching to try something new. I had no broadcast background. I had no journalism background. My major back then was communication research, UP Masscom 97. And then EDSA Tres happened. Nung nabato si Jiggy Manikad, I was made to stand in because he was injured. Pinag-report ako and I guess the rest was history. So sinubukan ko mag-reporter na, and then while doing Unang Hirit, and then they made me drop Unang Hirit, and then pinag-full-time reporter nila ako, and 21 years after, here I am.
Yes, isang napakaganda at napakalamig na umaga. Igan mula dito sa Marawi City. Bago tayo magtungo dyan sa nabanggit
It was a classic case of being at the right place at the right time. Kasi on that day, it was a historical day. All hands on deck. Ibig sabihin, full force, buong puwersa. Everybody had to go out and cover. Even those without experience like myself. Lahat ng conflict coverage is tough. I remember the first time I was caught in a crossfire. That was in the Kulambuga in 2009. That was my first conflict coverage. Prior to that, I did Basilan, Zamboanga, yung mga MILF wars pa in 2003 and much earlier. Yun yung mga hindi mo makakalimutan. Because it scares you. There's always that sense of fear, of insecurity, that feeling of being vulnerable na pwede ka masaktan.
Kung may sektor nga tayo na talaga lubhang apektado nitong krisis natin, walang iba kundi ang ating...
Pero nababalance yon ng sense of, adrenaline, sense of adventure because you're young, and parang somehow it gets your blood running. So, hinahanap ko rin siya. And then there was Marawi, of course. Isa pa yun.
Ivan.
Isa itong basement na karaniwan sa mga bahay dito sa Marawi. Paniwala ng military.
I only did one tour of duty in Marawi. We call it tour of duty. Pero 2 weeks yun eh. 2 weeks ang rotation ng Marawi. But it lasted several months. Kaya ang dami namin beses nagpabalik-balik doon. But as for me, nakaisang ikot lang ako. Pero yung isang ikot na yun, in those 2 weeks, araw-araw, mararamdaman mo you get that sense na napaka-vulnerable mo. There will always be those moments that you will feel unsafe. Ayun, so yun yung mga tatatak sa'yo na hindi mo makakalimutan. And then there are those people na they just tug at the heart. Halimbawa, yung at the start of the pandemic, interview ko itong jeepney driver na hindi makapasada dito sa may Loton. And then, yung soundbite niya, talagang tumatak lang sa akin dahil ang sabi niya, masakit po na nakikita ko yung mga anak ko na nanlilimos. Because if it were up to me, I wouldn't want him to be doing that. Masakit yun para sa isang tatay. Pero hindi ko maiwasan kasi hindi ako makapasada. He was out of work, of course, jeepney drivers. Yung mga ganyang bagay. And then, we aired that story, and then that story triggered a barrage of, of donations. I think it's the sincerity also. I'm gonna use that word again. Kasi sabi nga sa akin in journalism school, not really journalism school, but in school, journalism is about storytelling. If you have a story to tell, you can be a journalist. Pero kasi, journalism comes with certain sense of power, with a certain sense of fame and popularity. Kasi, di ba, nasa TV ka, nakikita ka ng mga tao, then you become a household name at some point, and then minsan nasa showbiz ka. So, parang nakahaluan na yung true essence of what a journalist should be, which is to tell the story as it is. Storyteller ka, period. All the other things that go with it, ano na lang siya, secondary. But primarily, you are a storyteller. And I think a good journalist must always be conscious of that. Lagi siyang nakafocus dun sa that north, that guiding light na ikaw storyteller ka before anything else. Pero ang sa akin, I guess, call me old school, pero even in the age of social media and instant feedback in our line of work these days, much of what built journalism never runs out of style or out of season or out of fashion. Basically, just plain good old journalism. Do it right. Stick to the facts, be accurate, be fair, and always be true to your sense of duty to inform and hopefully shape public opinion for the better. Number one, you just have to show up. On days that you tell people to stay home, ikaw tong labas ng labas. Because it's your duty to actually go there, get the story, and tell it as it is. Tayo, kailangan natin mag-cover. Kailangan nating ihatid kung ano yung mga pangyayari sa labas so that people can make informed decisions. That is serbisyong totoo. So tayo, we go out there, we cover the story, we present all sides, and then we allow people to make informed decisions for themselves. That is what serbisyong totoo is to me. I think, yun nga, if we stick to the pillars of good journalism, we'll be okay. We take serbisyong totoo, we take walang kinikilingan, walang pinoprotektahan seriously. Even that is under attack these days, I know. Pero if you happen to have stayed in GMA long enough, you will understand how seriously we take that. Sometimes to a fault siguro, kaya tayo nababanatan, pero it's something that, it's the rock upon which GMA News is built. Yun tayo. That's our brand. Some people may like it, some people may not, but we stand by it.
Ako si Ivan Mayrina, Nakatutok, 24 oras.